One of my Bosch batteries has just given up the ghost. It's the lithium-ion smart battery. It's kind of the all-in-one, I think they call it. I haven't used it a huge amount. It's had just regular use. And it appears fully charged, but it's just not providing any power at all. So it's the 18 volt, 1.5 amps hours. It's official one. Lithium ion. There's all the information. Made in Hungary. But yeah, the other one's absolutely fine. Perfect. This one failed. So I'm just going to open this up because it's got screws. So we'll just see what's going on in here. I'll get the drill just to show you what's happening. So here's the drill. It's the PSB 1800 Li2. So that's probably some sort of lithium ion 2 cells you get with this. It was the whole pack. Comes with a few bits and 2 of these batteries. This one's absolutely fine. So if you half press, gentle press, you can see there we've got the 3 bars and absolutely perfect. But this one here, dead. So let's swap it over. I never find these really nice to get out. Ugh, I always think I'm going to catch my fingers. There we go. So that's the good one. And I'll put this one on. Goes like this. Eventually got it the right way. There we go. Half press to see what voltage. Nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. So dead as a door now, and it's been on charge for hours. Left it overnight. Sometimes I can get it to work for 2 or 3 seconds. But generally nothing. Not even the torch. Not even the fuel gauge comes on. So yeah. Drill's fine. The other cell's absolutely perfect. They've had about the same amount of use. I've been quite careful to use them and charge them the same. So this one's just giving up the ghost. Generally the drill isn't very good. It's very light DIY only use. If you do anything hardcore with it, it just gives up and cuts out quite quickly. So it's okay for just very, very light work, but for anything decent, you really want to be going for either a different brand or at least their professional version. It might be this one, might be this particular one, but I've already had this swapped out once when I bought it because of a similar issue. I think what happened? Something broke in here in the gearbox, so it wasn't a good start. I tried it again. And yeah, a couple of years down the line, we're now with a dead battery. It's going to be dead. So I was going to open it up, and if it's easy to take apart and get the cells out, I might be able to condition them in a standard charger, you see. So we've got some, they're kind of like security bits actually, aren't they? Let's just have a look. Smaller. Yeah, that'll do. Let's get it open and have a look inside. I've emailed Bosch just to see what they say. I mean, it's well out of warranty. Probably 2 years out of warranty, to be fair. But we'll see what they come back with. If they do anything like offer another battery, then I'll obviously I'll let them know. I'll let you know, and we'll keep using it. But now I'm down to 1 battery. The next one won't be one of these. Oh, there we go. Look, it is the 18650s, the classics. Oh, it comes out in a nice pack. Oh, that's quite neat, isn't it? Ooh, this is all a bit wobbly. Okay, there we go. Look. Yeah. So that goes up there. That's a little kind of triggery piece. There we go. That just goes in there. That's your lock. And then obviously that goes in somehow. I'll have to remember that one. But there is the system. Not particularly well packaged. A bit loose. It's not like a Dyson pack where they were in a tray. They were in a plastic tray. I mean, these are, well, some of them are, but this one here, look, is completely loose. Now, interestingly, that is loose. I wonder if that's the issue all along. Look, can you see? This cell has just kind of detached from this one. It's almost like the there's kind of the spot solder or the weld has come away. I reckon that was it, you know. Yeah. Because why has that done that? Because what holds them together? Nothing really. It's almost like this piece on the end, which is the battery management. I don't see any chips actually. It's very crude. Must be in the drill perhaps, but yeah, I reckon that's it. If I solder that together somehow, I might have this back up and running. That's interesting. Because when I charge it, it just sort of says full charge. But all the other ones are nicely tacked together, where that one, that's loose. And in the bottom here, there's nothing to push that in. So I reckon that's, you can just about see underneath. Oh, there we go. If I just move it back, you can see where the welds were. That's definitely come away, isn't it? So that's broken the circuit, basically. You've got 5 cells, a bit random amount, isn't it? And what are they? They are Samsungs. 18650s, doesn't say much else on there. Just a serial number. But, you know, at least they're a decent cell. But yeah, I reckon that's it. So if we try and solder that, oh, it's going to be difficult to do that. I'm not sure how to do that. Might have to just improvise slightly with a bit of tape or something, because I know you don't really want to heat these up too much. I might try, but I reckon that's what's happened. So, well, the next video or the next part will be me trying to fix that, getting it back in, and fingers crossed that will work. It's never had a drop or anything, so I've looked after them. They've always been kept in the case, but that is definitely come away there. So that's the issue. Right. Well, I've given this a go. I've used my trusty Hilker Beast 100-watt job. You only allowed, I think 12 seconds on, is it? Yeah, 12 seconds on and 48 seconds off, because it's such a monster. And I've managed to get a weld to a fix on here. It's not the best. These aren't really designed very well for that, and it looks like a right pig's ear, but it has stuck. And if I test now on here, apologies, I did not test this beforehand on camera, but I tested off camera. I wasn't getting any voltage, but now, there we go, I'm getting 18.41 volts, where before that was completely empty. So that's looking good. Now the only thing is, because of the way this is designed, I can see that happening again. I mean, this really here, this should be connected to that to give it some strength, because this cell on the end here is flapping about a little bit because the tray just literally doesn't connect, where in the Dyson model I've opened, all the cells are held within the tray effectively. And well, this isn't, so that end one there is under stress. You can just see it's already moving. So that one there, and well, potentially this one here, are going to be wobbling. So in a drill environment, when you're wobbling about, you know, it's going to have vibrations. That's easily going to be the weak point here. Not very good. I mean, there's only a little bit of foam here. This probably should be wrapped, well, I say wrapped around the whole lot. Of course, that will retain heat then, so it's difficult, but there should be a better tray really for these cells. But I think that will fix it. How long it lasts, I just don't know. These would have been better off being flexible wires, I think, between here, rather than these kind of like strips. At least then to give you a little bit of a movement allowance, because that being a rigid piece of metal there, that's going to go again, because this cell at the end here will be flapping. I don't really want to cover it in tape, because it wasn't designed for that, for heat. I mean, you can see we've got the temperature sensor here, but yeah, weak point on this. I'm surprised it hasn't gone before, so that's a bit naff. bit disappointed with Bosch on that respect, but I'm pretty sure this will work. So I'm going to put it back in the tray. It is holding now. For how long? Who knows? But yeah, I'll stick it back in the tray and we'll give it a test. Right, here's our tray. It's not very cushioned really, is it? It's not very good at all for this, but let's put that inside there. And they should, yep, they reach up, those contacts. You've got plus, and you've got probably some circuitry control here in the middle, and then minus. So, you know, there's no cushioning here. You imagine how much stress a drill goes through. You know, and I've not really used this in anger. I certainly wouldn't be able to use this in a professional environment. It just would fail so quickly. You know, the torque is not there anyway. Let's get this little button back on. This is a bit of a tricky one. How does that go on? It's kind of recessed. Looks like it kind of goes up only one way, so that's fun, isn't it? Right, by the way, don't do what I did and stuck it back in like I did and couldn't get this off again. I had to unscrew it. Make sure you clip this back in again, because that actually holds into that little keyed area there. Without that, this does not push that back to allow you to remove the battery. So I had my battery stuck on. I had to unscrew the whole thing, take all the batteries out and start again. So this is how it kind of goes. This piece clips into there. You can see the little piece of metal that goes into there. There we go, it just slots in, look. So it kind of only goes in one way, and every time I do this I'm moving the cells, which is hideous. They are still holding, thankfully. So that goes in there like that. I think it's, yeah, it goes in that way. And then that, once that's in, that's there. Terrible design for usability. And then this piece needs to hook onto that. And then once you've done that, you can lower the whole thing in situ down into there. So I just need to remind myself how that goes. Yeah, so it goes like that. But if you don't have this hooked, this keeps that pressed down. So it's, yeah, it's not very nice to use. So you have to hold your batteries together, push this in and down without anything coming off. Fun. There we go. That's in. Let's have a check. Yeah, there we go. Now that's moving. Where before, because that little hook piece was not hooked onto here, I couldn't remove the battery, so that was a mistake. So just a little gotcha there. Right, okay, that's back together. Nice and tight. No rattling. That works. Now, if this does fire up again, it'll be not what I expected. I thought there'd be a cell that's died, or the battery management, like the Dysons. But let's have a look. Ready? Look at that. It's working. We've got 2 bars. So that was a physical fault. Can you believe it? Wow, disappointing, but well, I've got a fix on there for now. How long it lasts, who knows, might have to revisit that, but at least I know it is a possible fix. So, well, thanks for watching.